Well, checking in on your weather, it is a weather impact alert because we've had some heavy rain and some stronger storms push in through the late morning. There is a flash flood warning still in effect for the metro area, Orleans Parish, parts of St. Bernard, but the rain within that box, where you can see this green box here where the warning is, has actually really weakened and it's mostly not raining. So things will be improving. You know, there is some light rain falling at the moment, but not as heavy as it was just about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. So things will be improving. You could still have some puddles, some ponding on some of our roadways because of just how intense the rainfall rates just a short while ago were, but things are wrapping up. Heaviest of the rain is pushing off to the east along Interstate 10, and some of the rain is still pretty intense across parts of the South Shore, down the bayou, and on the North Shore in South Mississippi. South Mississippi is dealing with the worst of the weather at this point. The leading edge of the strong storms continues to push eastward. Heavy downpours across South Mississippi and stronger wind gusts, probably up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. Got quite a bit of lightning within this thunderstorm as well. Storms impacting Bay St. Louis. As we look to the North Shore, we've got some heavier showers happening in Washington Parish now. So there is some moderate rain and some heavier rain still happening for parts of the North Shore, and for Mandeville seeing some lighter showers at this point. South Shore, the heaviest of the rain towards Jean Lafitte and down the bayou. Some batches of heavier rain though starting to work back into Jefferson Parish and the metro area. So we'll have more rain throughout the course of the afternoon, but there will be breaks in the rain. However, it could be pretty intense, those rainfall rates. Heavier showers pushing through Houma down to Chauvin towards Cutoff as well on the South Shore down the bayou. There is actually a low risk for severe weather today for a sliver of the area. We do have that level 1 out of 5 because any of the storms today could give us those stronger wind gusts up to 50 or so miles per hour. So keep that in mind. You may get a rogue stronger storm the rest of today. Plus, we're in a marginal risk for excessive rainfall, which means we could see, of course, heavy downpours that could prompt some localized street flooding. So make sure you're driving carefully the rest of your Friday. We'll have periodic heavy rain moving in throughout the afternoon and throughout the early evening hours as well. The model wants to give us another push of rain going into around dinner time tonight, so make sure you keep your rain gear handy. Download our app. You can always check the radar to see how things are setting up because we've got this wet, unsettled pattern today and really through the upcoming weekend. So plan for more passing storms through the rest of today into the early part of the evening. Tomorrow we do this again. Scattered storms in the mix for Saturday through the afternoon into the early evening. Maybe some heavier downpours tomorrow as well. Sunday for Father's Day, much of the same. Scattered storms throughout the course of the day on Sunday into the afternoon and evening. Maybe some heavier showers and brief stronger storms for your Father's Day. So we could see a bit more rain impacting us this weekend than maybe we'd like for outdoor celebrations. So make sure you're staying tuned to the forecast. Have your umbrellas and your rain gear handy. The silver lining is temperatures have cooled to the 70s with the showers, but it is sticky. It's muggy. We'll probably heat back up into the 80s and maybe near 90 for some of us throughout the afternoon hours. But overall, it's going to be cooler thanks to the rain. This weekend, it's going to be hot and sticky. We'll have the scattered storms, temperatures back in the low 90s. But of course, if you get some showers, you'll get a good cool down throughout the weekend. Next week, our rain chances still remain elevated. Our upper pattern is going to be pretty unsettled through most of next week, and we'll have a ton of moisture to work with. So our rainfall totals over the next week can certainly add up anywhere from 1 to 3+ inches. And we know some of these storms can do that pretty quickly. So we'll have to watch for localized street flooding even through next week. Temperature is pretty standard for this time of the year. Low 90s. It's going to be hot, very humid. Luckily out in the tropics, no tropical developments expected over the next week. A lot of dust out there, keeping things quiet. But like we were mentioning yesterday, we'll have to watch this area of moisture that's going to move through Central America. Later next week, this moisture could get into the southern Gulf and could push into eastern Mexico and possibly southern Texas later next week. So we'll watch that area of moisture to see what it does. As for us here at home, it looks like we'll be protected by an area of high pressure. So this will be kept to our south, but we'll have all eyes on that for later next week. Here's our 7-day forecast. Make sure you have your rain gear handy, your ponchos ready for your weekend. It's going to be hot and muggy with scattered storms in the mix for the next several days.